Hello friends, welcome to our new session in Control Engineering for BA 7th semester undergraduates of Mechanical Engineering. Hello students, let us solve one more numerical related to Bode plot. Here the problem number is 2. For the given transfer function, plot the Bode plot and determine the phase margin and gain margin and state or a comment on the stability of the system. That may also be added into this problem. Important thing here is to determine the phase margin and gain margin, and based on that we can give a comment on the stability of the system. How we give in a polar plot, and in case of a Nyquist plot, and in case of basically in a root locus, like that we can give a comment on the stability of the system. Okay, the given open loop transfer function here, g of s h of s equal to 50 s 1 plus 0.5 times of s 0.05 s plus 1. Okay, solution, put S is equal to JW in the above given equation to get converted into frequency domain. So it is a S domain, we have to convert into frequency domain. So here we put it as JW. JW means J omega, J omega. Okay, 50, 50, there itself only a constant K. So K, it is in the form of K. JW, S is replaced by JW, 1 plus 0.5. S is JW and 1 plus 0.05 JW. Okay, it is in the form of K divided by S bracket 1 plus tau S bracket complete 1 plus tau 2 S, like that. Okay, or 1 plus T1 of S plus bracket complete 1 plus T2 of S. In the same manner it is. So here the factors are here. First factor K, this is constant 50, and another one is 1 divided by S. So this is having a multiple of 1 divided by S. So this is pole at origin 1 divided by S type of a factor, 1 divided by JW. Next we are having the first order pole, that is 1 divided by again 1 divided by 1 plus J 0.5 omega. Okay. Next another first order pole 1 divided by at a different location 1 divided by 1 plus J 0.05 omega. So here omega equal to 1. So this is omega equal to 1. Here we can equate this one, 0.5 omega equal to 1. Okay, so what we will get here is omega equal to 1 divided by 0.5. So that is equal to 2 radians per sec. Similarly, for this one we can write 0.05 omega equal to 1, then omega equal to 1 divided by 0.05 or 0.05. So both means one and the same. So you get here as 20 radians per sec. So whenever you are writing these factors in the table, you have to write from the lower corner frequencies to the higher corner frequencies, or from the lower frequencies to frequencies. So this one we call it as a corner frequency 1, first corner frequency. This one we will call it as a second corner frequency. Where it is used, how it is used, I will be telling later. And these two factors combined, we write it in a single table. Okay, let's go through it. Step 2, let yjw equal to 50 divided by jw, means combination of this one, that is k divided by jw, be the first factor. This factor we use mainly to find out the initial point, okay, starting point. So step 3, finding the magnitude of y of jw equal to mod of 50 divided by jw. So this 50 by jw can be written as 50 plus j0, means 50 is the real part, j0 is the imaginary part. 0 plus jw, 0 is the real part, jw is the imaginary part. So to remove this modulus, so what we do, we find the root of a square plus b square, that is 50 square plus 0 square, by root of 0 square plus omega square. So root of 50 square will be 50, root of omega square will be omega. So magnitude of y of jw, which is having both k as well as s. So it is 50 divided by omega. Now for this magnitude we have to write this magnitude in terms of dB. Hence we multiply 20 log to the base 10 on the both sides of this equation 1. We'll write this one as equation 1. So multiplying 20 log to the base 10 on both sides, that is 20 log to the base 10 mod of y of jw equal to 20 log to the base 10 50 divided by omega. So 20 log to the base 10 50 minus 20 log to the base 10 omega. Next, in step 5, we need to find out the starting point of the magnitude plot. So at omega equal to 0.1 radians per second, we will find out the magnitude, that is the starting magnitude. For that we take the equation 1, that is 20 log to the base 10 50 minus 20 log to the base 10 omega, where in place of omega we have substituted 0.1. So when we calculate, we get a value which is equal to 53.98, that is equivalent to 54 dB. So we should remember this point, that is the starting point at omega equal to 0.1 radians per second is 54 dB. Step 6, now we need to prepare a table. So as usual, we know that in the first column we are going to fill the serial number, next factors which are associated with the problem, then the corner frequency for the corresponding factors, and the magnitude of the slope for those related factors, and the resultant magnitude, that is the addition of previous magnitude and the present magnitude, and a phase curve related to the factors. So serial 1, factor 1 is k divided by jw, where we are using the k factor and jw factor. So it is a k divided by s type also. So here s is replaced by jw, hence it is k divided by jw, that is k value is 50, so 50 divided by jw. So it doesn't have any corner frequency, hence none here. So as we have done in step 5 already, this factor has a magnitude of 44 dB that we have already found out at omega equal to 0.1 radians per second. And the factor here is pole at origin, so it is having a slope of minus 20 dB per decade, but it will be up to the first corner frequency or the next corner frequency. Here the next corner frequency will be omega c1. Resultant magnitude nothing, so hyphen then dash, and the phase curve for this type of a factor, the phase curve is phi is equal to minus 90 degree, so it will be minus 90 degree here. Next, coming to filling the second factor, so we will be putting it down to the next year itself only. Serial number 2, identifying of the second factor will be based on its frequency. So we know the frequency is 2 radians per second. How we got this one? We got it from here. So we know after this one we had the corner frequency. Out of these two, this was the least, that is 2 radians per second, and this was having a factor 1 divided by 1 plus j 0.5 omega. This was having 20 radians per second, hence it is higher corner frequency, so we selected this one, the 1 divided by j 0.5 omega. Okay, so we put it here, 1 divided by 1 plus j 0.5 omega. Here 0.5 omega equal to, from here we take, that is from the imaginary part, 0.5 omega equal to 1, omega equal to 1 divided by 0.5, that is 2 radians per second. Then this is the first corner frequency, we write it as omega c1 and here c1. So here omega corner frequency here for this one will be here 2 radians per second. So up till 2 radians per second, that we can fill it here. Then for the simple pole, so this is minus 20 dB per decade known to us, so minus 20 we write here. Then coming to the resultant magnitude, so for resultant magnitude to fill, what we take the previous one, this one minus 20 dB per decade, and the present factors minus 20 dB per decade. So the combined of this one, addition of this one, resultant will be minus 40 dB per decade. So this one will be minus 40 dB per decade slope until the second corner frequency, omega c2. Okay, so this one we need to find it. So but we know it will be starting with the corner frequency 1, that is 2 radians per second at minus 40 dB per decade, and ending at omega c2, the value which will be found next afterwards. Here the phase angle, the phase curve will be phi equal to minus tan inverse of, minus y because it is in the denominator, hence minus tan inverse of, this is the imaginary part divided by real part. Imaginary part is 0.5 omega divided by 1, so it will be 0.5 omega itself. This completes our second factor, or here this factor. Next we have to fill the next row where we take the next factor, that is 1 divided by 1 plus j 0.5 omega, 0.5 omega. Here we write 0.5 omega equal to 1, omega equal to 1 divided by 0.5, so hence it will be 20 radians per second. Okay, so we know this one is the second corner frequency, so we write here omega c2 and here c2. So already we know that this minus 40 dB per second will be ending at omega c2. We write here omega c2 as I told in the previous slide. Here we are going to write it as 20 radians per second. Okay, next here it will be going with the omega which will be tending to infinity. So this is tending towards infinity. Okay, next coming to this factor, it is also a simple pole, 1 divided by 1 plus s form, so it will be having a magnitude of a slope of minus 20 dB per decade. Okay, now how to fill the resultant magnitude? So resultant magnitude, what we do, the previous resultant we are going to take here, put it here, so right here minus 40 dB per decade, and the present one, this one we write it here and add both, that is minus 40 dB and minus 20 dB. The resultant will be minus 60 dB per decade. So minus 60 dB per decade line will be starting from the second corner frequency and it will be ending till infinity. Okay, that is the meaning of that one. The first magnitude line will be starting at omega equal to 0.1 at minus 20 dB per decade and ending at first corner frequency, that is 2 radians per second. Second magnitude line is going to start from at a rate of minus 40 dB per decade from omega equal to 2, that is corner frequency, to that is 20 radians per second until 2 radians per second until 20 radians per second. The next magnitude will be will be having a magnitude slope of minus 60 dB per decade from 20 radians per second till infinity. Okay, next, filling of the phase curve. So phi is equal to, as usual, minus tan inverse of the imaginary part divided by real part. Imaginary part is 0.05 omega, so we will write here 0.05 omega divided by 1. So like this we complete the table 6. So I suggest students to complete the table 6 in a single table. Don't do multiple tables in one table only. You try to put all the variables which are needed for drawing the Bode plot, as it will help us to put it into the plot also, and recall, or anything we have to recall, we can recall it easily. Okay, next, coming to the phase plot, as we know, phase phi r is equal to, can be written as angle of GJW, HJW equal to angle of 50 divided by JW 1 plus 0.5 JW 1 plus 0.05 JW. So from the previous table we have phi is equal to minus 90 degree minus tan inverse of 0.5 omega minus tan inverse of 0.05 omega. This one we are going to add here, so that is minus 90 degree minus tan inverse of 0.5 omega minus tan inverse of 0.05 omega. Then we need to find out for various values of omega this phi r corresponding value. So we put a table here with the omega values starting from a starting point, that is starting point equal to 0.5 omega, then increment it to 0.05, then omega which is needed, omega equal to 1, then first corner frequency omega c1 equal to 2, then 3, 5, 10. You can take arbitrary any values. For smooth curve it is better to take these values. We have practiced and we got that for these particular values we get a very good smooth curve, and try to take a very nearer values between the corner frequency from 0.1 to 2 and between 2 to 20, and later you can increase the omega values. So 3, 5, 10, then corner frequency C2 is equal to 20, then we can increase here to 100, then 1000, 10,000. For different values of omega we get here. So for example here, let me say minus 90 degree minus tan inverse 0.5 omega. Here if I substitute 0.1 omega, and here if I substitute omega as 0.1, then when we calculate we get here equal to minus 93.15 degrees. So everything will be in degrees, so correspondingly all values will be in degrees. Okay, next, for 0.5 in place of 0.1, if you put it in calculator we get minus 105.57. You may be getting very nearer value or similar values, please do check it. So at omega equal to 2 you get minus 140.71. So when we see these values in this table, we can see omega value when it is starting from 0.1 it is nearer to minus 90 degree, means the range of this plot is from minus 90 degrees to infinity, it is minus 270 degrees. So while plotting the phase plot we have to take care about having these two ranges available, that is minus 90 degrees to minus 270 degrees. Okay, let's do the next step, that is a seventh step, plotting the magnitude plot. Okay, so here in the magnitude plot I have already plotted it, some part of that one, but here I have magnified the initial part. The other part I will show it in the next slide. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, here as usually what we have to do is find out the scale. Here we have taken the scale one block, this particular block or this particular grid is equal to x-axis 1 unit is equal to also plus 20 dBs. So here and from here to here 1 decade. Okay, so here we are taking this one, we started from the top here, that is plus 80 dB then we go down here, it will reduce by 20, so it is plus 60. Easy method. So here we go again, here plus 40 dB. Okay, then here we go put plus 20 dB. Then here we are going to put the 0 dB line. Next, below this one, minus 20, minus 40 and minus 60, minus 80 you can correspondingly put. Next, what we have to do is we have to identify the starting point. Here we write it as 0.1. I have not written, telling you how to write 0.1. Here this will be next one 0.2. So this will be 0.3. This is 0.4. This is 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. This is 1.0. So this is 1.0. So hence this omega equal to W equal to or omega equal to 1. So this is omega at 0.1. Here this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and this will be 10. Okay, you can write here 0 so that you can read it as 10. So omega equal to 10. Then here it is 20, you can write here 0 so it can read it as 20, 30 and like that we can follow. Okay. Next, what we have to do is we have to draw the 0 dB line here. So draw 0 dB thick line from here to here. Later identify the first starting point at omega equal to 0.1. We know that it is 54 dB. Here this is 40 and each value is equal to, here each of this block is equal to 4 dB increment. This is 44, this is 48, this is 52 and this is 56. In between we are having 54. Identify a point here and note it as 54 dB. Right here 54 dB plus 54. Okay. Then what we do here, from here we have to draw a slope of minus 20 dB per decade up till the first corner frequency. So for that we go from here 20 dB down. So 20 dB down we go here. So it will be here 34 dB. So this is 20, this is 24, this is 28. Here somewhere we are going to get 34 dB. Here we are going to get, and draw 1 decade line. 1 decade means from here to here this is 1 decade. From a point 1 to 1 it is equal to 1 decade. Hence from here we draw 1 decade line. So it will be here. We get this point. Now identify the point here 1 decade. Draw a line from 54 dB till this particular point. This will be a slope of minus 20 dB per decade. Means this is the magnitude is deteriorating at a rate of minus 20 dB per decade. Till where it is going to deteriorate or it is going to slide or it is going to drop is given by the corner frequency. The first corner frequency is 2 radians per second. So we'll draw a line of 2 radians per second here to abstract it. So we draw a line here. So this is 2 radians per second. So hence the line is going to continue, means you are going to follow this trajectory and it is going to continue and stop it at here. So this is the point of stop of this line. Okay. Next, from here we have to draw a slope of minus 40 dB per decade. So how to go ahead? So what we suggest is from here take a compass of 40 dB per decade, cut a arc on this part. So where it will be, here it is going to come. So this is the point here. So where we get the 40 dB magnitude. So we know this is 0, this is 20, this is 40. Measure from here to here 40. Take a compass, put it at this particular point at a 0 dB and this intersection point. Cut a arc here, and from here 1 decade arc you have to draw. So from here keep the compass pointer here. Measure 1 decade. So where we get from here to here 1 decade we get. Keep the pointer here, measure the arc equal to 1 decade. So where it is, draw a arc here. Okay. Then what you do, draw a straight line. So it is going to meet at this particular point. There they will get the point. Then this is minus 40 dB down and this is 1 decade front. So fortunately we get it at 20 itself only. Then draw a second corner frequency that we know, that is omega C2 C2, that is 20 radians per second here. Then draw a slope of minus 40 dB per decade until this second corner frequency. This is related to first factor, minus 20 dB per decade until first corner frequency, that is omega C1, that is 2 radians per second, and from year to year this is minus 40 dB per decade until second corner frequency. Now we are having the third factor which has to be plotted, which I will show it in the next slide. Okay, here we had concluded here in the previous slide. So from here we are going to measure 60 dB down here, 60 dB down here. As usually we had told you, measure a 60 dB arc, 60 dB arc. Keep the pointer of the compass here, cut a arc here, and from here measure 1 decade. So 1 decade means it will be here itself only. From there you measure 1 decade, draw a line. Okay, where it is going to cut a arc here, then you will be getting a point here. Then draw a line which is of a slope minus 60 dB per decade. So 60 dB down and 1 decade front, no? So minus 60 dB per decade. This is what, and it will be continuing till infinity. It will be going till infinity. So we are having the three magnitude lines, that is straight line, minus 20 dB per decade, minus 40 dB per decade, minus 60 dB per decade. So I will tell you, summarize you. So first draw 0 dB line, then identify the corner frequency to 20, and the next point 200, that also can be used or need not. Then we get the starting point 54 dB. From there draw a line of minus 20 dB per decade till first corner frequency 2 radians, and from here slope of minus 40 dB per decade until 20 radians per second. Next magnitude of minus 60 dB per decade until infinity. So this is how we are going to draw the magnitude plot. Then we can see here there is a one intersection between the magnitude line and the 0 dB line. This one you highlight. This is called as a gain crossover frequency. So this is going to help us to comment on the stability of the system. Okay. Next we need to go for the phase plot. Phase plot will be quite below of this magnitude plot. So I'll show you the phase plot. Here first memorize or note these values. This will be there in your book itself only. I have brought it here just to make you understand here for these values. First prepare the points here, that is minus 270, this is minus 270 line, this is minus 240, means scale of this y-axis for each unit it is equal to minus 30 degree. So here 270, 30 degrees minus, from that we get here means negative, you do we get here minus 240, and minus 210, minus 180, minus 90, minus 120, minus 90. Okay, so phase angle we know it is going to vary from minus 90 degrees to minus 270. So next we need an important line, that is the minus 180 degree line. Draw minus 180 degree line from left to right. Then for each values of omega, that is 0.1, 0.5, identify this is 0.1, this is 0.5, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 5, this is 10, this is 20, this is 100, so on. Identify for each corresponding omega values, put the phase angle points. So here for 0.1 it is equal to minus 93.15, this is minus 93.15, this is the value 93.15, this is first point. Then second point 0.5, here the 0.5 I told you, like this you go and put it here at minus 105.47. Similarly for 1 it is going to be very near to minus 120, that is 119.43. So for all these points put the corresponding phase angle points for with respect to omega values. So we get here. Then join all these points. Join all these points like this. Freehand you can join. Okay, like this you can join all these points. Okay. Okay, so this is till 100. If you want till 1000, you can go for 1000 and 10,000. As we see for 1000 and 10,000, so it will be very near to minus 270. So we plot it as a straight line. Okay, next where you can see here, just a minute. You can see here at the phase line where you are going to cross, it is going to cross the minus 180 degree point. So this point, this frequency or this frequency line is called as a phase crossover frequency. Let's identify. If you go down here, it will be telling it is between 5, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 7.2. This is the point. This is the point. 7.2 is the phase crossover frequency. This is 7.2. Remember this one. Okay, where it is going to cross. Okay, so this is how we are going to get the phase plot. Next, we have to find out the phase margin and gain margin. How to find out the phase margin and gain margin? Here, where the phase plot is going to cross, from there we are going to draw a straight line. This is the straight line. And we are going to touch the magnitude line. This is the magnitude, thick magnitude line, straight line of for minus 40 dB. There we are going to touch, and from there left side we are going to move, straight we are going to move and measure how much it is from a 0 dB line. From how much at the top it is from 0 dB. So it is one block, that is equal to 4 dB. And this one we call it as a gain margin of a negative, minus 4 dB. So this is gain margin negative. If it is above 0 dB line, it is negative, and the magnitude of that one or the value of that one is 4 dB, hence it is called as a minus 4 dB. So gain margin, this is called as a gain margin or a GM. Next, as I have told before, where the magnitude line, this is minus 40 dB line, is going to cross the 0 dB line. This is 0 dB line. So where it is going to cross, from there we are going to come down and touch the phase plot line. This is the phase plot line. So phase plot line, where it is going to intersect, from there we are going on the left side, and we are measuring the angle from minus 180 till this point. So how much is the difference? This is down, this is down. So what is the difference? That difference is going to be around minus 10 or 11 degrees. So this is minus 11 degrees which we have calculated. This one we call it as a phase margin. So if it is below the minus 180 degree line, so it will be negative phase margin. If it is above, then it will be positive phase margin. Then to these corresponding lines, we will be finding out their respective frequencies. So this frequency here, when we measure, when we see here, it is this frequency line, this dotted or this blue line is between 9 and this point, this 1. So here this is not 1, this is 10. As usually we know, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, like this, this is 9, this is 10. Between 9 and 10 it is. So the gain crossover frequency, this is called as a gain crossover frequency, where magnitude line is crossing the 0 dB line. That one we call it as a gain crossover frequency. That value is 9.2 radians per second. Then where we have the phase crossing with the minus 180 degree line, that one we call it as a phase crossover frequency, and it is between 7 and 8, which we have told you earlier. So 7.2 radians per second, this one we call it as a phase crossover frequency. Then omega PC and omega GC. If omega GC, that is gain crossover frequency, is greater than omega PC, that is phase crossover frequency, then the system is called as a unstable. So this is to be comment. This has to be commented on the graph sheet or given a comment for this particular problem. Means if we are want to bring it to stability, the gain margin has to be reduced by 4 dB. We have to reduce the gain margin by 4 dB, and phase angle has to be reduced by 11 degrees. Then what we'll be getting? We will be getting the phase crossover frequency and gain crossover frequency equal. Then the system will become stable. Okay. If for example, if the phase margin and gain margin both are positive, then what will happen? The phase crossover frequency will be greater than the gain crossover frequency. Then the system will become stable. Okay. So like this, we have to identify the phase margin, gain margin, phase crossover frequency, gain crossover frequency, and comment on the stability. So in totality, how will be the Bode plot should look, or what will be the overall view of a Bode plot on a semi-log sheet will be like this. Make sure that you show all the key points. The key points will be starting point, the corner frequencies, then the magnitude line and the 0 dB line, the minus 180 degree line, and the starting of the phase plot and the ending of the phase plot, and mentioning the two scales and telling about the phase margin, gain margin, corner frequencies, and the comment, that is it stable or unstable. Hope you have understood and you are able to draw it. So do practice it. You may be not getting the same values, but you may be getting very nearer values. Okay. Thank you. For any queries or for any suggestions, you can contact me at my contact address, that is naveen.kalal@canaraengineering.in. Thank you.